Are you high?
No.
You better wake the hell up. Do you need coffee?
Nope. I could feel like my eyes because of the congestion, but I already put the
You want a Twix?
No. I already put the Sinex. It's already starting to kick in.
Okay.
I just don't want to have to like sneeze.
And if you do, we will cut it out.
Right. Like that cough attack. This is going to be cut out.
I mean, we'll see. Welcome back to We Should Know This podcast. I'm your host. What? Oh, I'm your host, Soph, and this is Two Fingers, Anna, okay?
I was just putting up my 2 fingers.
All right, well, whatever. You terrified me, and this is how the intro is going to go. Anyway, so welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Thank you for making yourself known. So today, first of all, thank you guys so much for making it to episode
4.
And so today, what are we talking about, Anna?
So today's topic, like I mentioned, I'm not gonna go again into like the whole I picked the topics.
Enough.
So today's topic, we want to talk about deal breakers. The title of our topic is deal breakers, but we want to talk about what are deal breakers for us in relationships, and not just romantic relationships, but friendships, family ships, work ships, all type of ships.
Listen, a little more, and you could say a bad word, and then they're gonna flag us on YouTube, bro.
No,
chill out.
I
dog.
didn't say ship.
There it is. I need the emphasis on the.
Okay,
this is your smart episode of.
I hate you
with Wheezy over here and our P's. So yes,
deal
deal breakers.
Allergies.
It's fine. We forgive you, Anna. Stinking weather.
So this list, we came up with it together.
Correct.
And we have 10 things on our list. And we're each going to go through one.
Okay.
And so...
I'm just hearing about this too.
So topic number 1.
Go ahead.
And this is a disclaimer. Deal breakers...
Breakers? Who are you breaking?
We can't be serious.
Yes, we can. We can try.
So... we titled it deal breakers because in some relationships, these things can be deal breakers.
That's true.
I think for me personally, some of these things, if not all of these things on this list, can be like worked through.
Right.
In the relationship.
I have to agree. Some of these things are, if you want to, though, just because it's one of those things that if I'm giving 100%, then whatever. Yes, they can be worked through. I agree. Continue.
Okay, so look, we're just going to get right into it. We're going to get right into the list. And number 1 on our list is poor communication.
Oof, I hate it.
Hablando se entiende la gente.
I'm going to get that tattooed on my forehead.
Yeah, I'm going to say it right here.
Hablando se entiende la gente. If you want something, talk to me, bro.
Communication, I think, is crucial in every single relationship.
Agreed.
Whether it's mine because I'm married, or if it's ours, we're sisters.
Yep.
Or if it's you with your best friend, or you with one of your team members from your creative team. Communication and poor communication is cringe. It's an ick. It's one of like it's an ick.
Thank you, Camila, for the slime.
It's an ick. Like why can't you just tell me?
Right? Okay, but here's the thing. Sometimes people are poor communicators in general. Like, I don't know the correct words to go ahead and tell you what I want to tell you.
Right.
Either way, it'll come out wrong, and you're going to take it wrong, and then I'm the bad communicator.
But here's the thing. I feel like if you communicate and say, I don't know how to communicate this to you.
There it is. There's the difference.
Please try to understand me. Like, there's ways of working through it.
Hablando se entiende la gente.
There's just some people who don't care.
You're right.
Who it's like a one-sided thing. So I care to better my communication with you, but if you don't care to better your communication with me,
how are we going to do this?
It's not going to work.
No, of course not. And I think that that's a deal breaker just because when it gets to that point of like, oh, I don't care to better this communication. Yeah. All right, say less. We're done.
I think it's something that you can try.
Yes.
But obviously, one person is going to get to a point where there's no trying is sufficient.
Yeah, and it's just not gonna function after that, or it won't function as it was, and then there's feelings involved, whether it be again romantic relationships or friendships in any sense of the word. There's feelings involved, and then no, you don't get it, and you don't get it, and then whatever. It's just a hot mess. So it's a deal breaker. Bye.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker, but
if
what's that phrase? If you really wanted to, he would.
Ooh. Oh,
that goes for both girls, boys, all types of relationships. If you really wanted to and you cared to, you would. Anyway, what's the next on the list?
The next one on the list, competition. I just wrote the word because I knew exactly what I was going to say.
Okay.
If it's a competition between you and me, trust me, I'm going to pick me. Stop. It's a deal breaker. You're going to lose. Okay. But I'm saying in the sense of in a relationship, if it's always going to be a competition between us, whether I get something and then you have to get something, bye. I can't do it. So I have this thing that I like to, label people. I know it's very judgy of me, but I don't care. Mind your business. You're going to use it too after this. Mr. Me Too syndrome.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
If there's something that's a deal breaker for me, it's the competition / Mr. Me Too.
Yeah.
Mr. Me Too is, yours is bad, but mine is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours is good, but mine is better.
Yeah.
What do you win? What are we winning? What are we competing for?
And I think it depends on the person.
Not even.
For me, I think it does. Unless if it's someone that's close to me,
fine.
Like, there is no competition, not because I'm better, just because I want to see us both win.
Same. So that's what I'm saying. Why compete in the first place?
Right.
But my sense of the word or my sense of this deal breaker is the Mr. Me Too aspect of it. I get it. Like, you did this, but I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it better.
Yeah.
Calm down. Like, me too. But it wasn't about you. It was about me. That type of competition between whoever and for what? That's my thing. Like, get to the bottom of it. For what? What do you win?
There's no
prize. You just look like a jerk.
Yeah.
So, competition. I'm over it, and that is a deal breaker. The moment I see it, I can't unsee it, and I want to yeet it.
And you want to yeet it.
Yeet. Okay. AKA throw it for listeners.
All right. So, next on the list is when they need a lot of attention, but they only give a little bit back.
Bye. I don't got time for you.
Relationships in any way are two-way relationships.
That's right. Two-way.
There are two people in them. You can't have a relationship with one person like yourself.
Right. I mean, you can have a relationship with yourself.
Yes, but
no.
You know what we mean.
We mean in relationships with others.
With other people. All relationships are two-way relationships.
Agreed.
Like, your situation and what you're going through isn't more important than what I'm going through or my situation. Everyone goes through different things, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you're like this type of person where you need all the attention, but you can't bother to like give an inch to me back, that's a problem.
That is such a problem. I saw on TikTok, again, shout out to TikTok, that there was this lady who was, I don't know what profession she was in, but she was talking about communication and relationships and stuff like that. And how she deals or how she is with her friends. She asks before she goes ahead and, puts her 2 cents out there. She'll be like, do you have room for me? Do you have room for my baggage as well?
Yeah.
And that's number one, considerate as heck.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things that you're just like, I'm overwhelmed and I have a lot and you want to dump your crap on me? Yeah. I can't handle that. Mm-hmm. So it was in terms of this of like needing a lot of attention and you need mm-hmm. and then me what?
Yeah.
And then me what? Me quedo yo seca. You know me with nothing.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. So now it's trying to put it into practice or whatever.
Yeah, agree. Same.
But yes, those people who need a lot and don't give in return.
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
Because everything revolves around them and what they want and what they need.
Let me explain to you that's not true.
It's not. But like if you care to be in a relationship with anyone, you have to care about that person and everything that surrounds that person.
Yeah. Yeah, no. To me, it's one of those deal breakers just because again, I am too old.
Too old.
If you heard last episode.
If you heard last episode.
I'm way too old to pretend that I'm interested and too old to pretend that I can carry your crap as well. No, thank you. I'm all right. Deal breaker. The next one in consideration to, or whatever. The next one is they put you down.
That's a big one.
A friendly.
That's a big one.
A friendly poke here and there. Mm-hmm. Incredible. I love the banter. You can ask anybody. Me and my best friend are the worst. We're the worst with each other.
They are the worst.
But we love each other so much. So it's friendly and mutual, and we all know what lines we do not cross.
Right.
I think that that's part of the communication. Hey, no me gustó. No me gustó when you did the don't do it, because that's past trauma for me and we're not dealing with it.
Okay, so I will take that into consideration and be more aware and not you again.
Oof, girl, do it again. And I do it again. But I think a friendly banter is okay. Right?
Okay.
We call each other fat. We call each other de todo under the sun.
I know.
I know you know.
They're the worst.
Shout out to Bestie. Love you.
They're the worst. Their relationship is way different than mine and Sid's relationship.
That's right. It's very different, and that's okay.
We will never. We're honest with each other,
right?
But we'll never
treat each other like me and Alex.
Yeah,
okay,
no.
Fine, whatever. Listen, that's all right. But because we know what lines we do cross, and because there's that clear communication, there's no like hard feelings almost. But friends that put you down. No, ma'am. And first of all, don't do it because I'll do it back.
Yeah.
And you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
So don't do it. But I think that friends that put you down, again, it goes back to that whole competition. What do you get out of anything when it makes me feel better when I call you dumb or when I call you fat? It makes me feel better. All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know. We're done right here.
Yeah. That just shows the other person's insecurities.
Oof.
When you have to constantly be putting people down and saying like negative things about them, or not necessarily negative, they could be true. I am fat.
Oof. Say it less.
But when you're like saying it in like a derogatory way where it's like meant to hurt my feelings, like that shows your insecurity, not mine.
Agreed.
Am I insecure about my body? Sometimes. But you're showing yours real big right now.
Yeah. And again, for what? It's one of those things that, again, when I'm glad communication was the first one because now we can reference it. But if you're insecure about something, fine, let me know. And let's work through it. As your friend, I care. As your friend, I want you to be your best self at all times, whether I'm with you or not. I want to make sure that you're feeling your best, period. Now, what do you win about, putting me down?
Yeah.
How do we win here? Because if I'm not feeling my best around you and I can't be there for you, you lose.
Yeah. It's like you said, they get the satisfaction and they're just showing how insecure they are.
Yuck. Get a life.
It's a big yuck. It's at least for me, someone who's struggled a lot with like self-esteem issues and always being like the bigger friend. Mm-hmm. When I've had friends in the past.
Friends, that's right. Bye.
Had friends in the past who would put me down like, okay, like that doesn't look good on you. But it's okay. Not you can say like, maybe this doesn't flatter your body as good as this one does.
Right. Come up with a solution.
Rather than like, it doesn't look good on you. Like, okay, no me mires con cara de asco.
First of all, do it again and watch me rearrange your face. And I'll do it again.
But I've had friends who are like, for someone like me, who are just like, okay, well, that doesn't look okay. So how is that?
Help me fix it.
Helping me.
Right.
Or how is it helping you?
Again, I understand being your friend and being like, hey, look, that doesn't look really good on you. Mm-hmm. What do you get? Is it because you won't look good next to me? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Que asco.
Yeah. Big asco. It's another ick.
Ick. Listen, we're not saying ick. We're going to say asco.
Okay, fine.
I like asco.
All right. So number 5 on our list is when they talk about their friends behind their backs.
Oof. Bye.
So if you're just meeting this person,
yuck,
and this person is talking crap about you, somebody else
that you don't even know
behind their backs, that should be like a big red flag.
Red flag. No. Red flag. Absolutely not.
No.
That's a huge no.
Like if they're talking about friends behind their backs, like what else are they gonna say about you?
Ew.
Or like let's say like in a romantic relationship, like if they're very comfortable talking about other people and negative things about other people, then who's to say they're not going to do the same thing about you?
Agreed. I think gossips like that are not, because listen, we dabble in a little bit of tea here and there.
Yeah.
We do not get drunk on the tea. Okay. But whatever. But gossips in that sense of like, let's talk crap and let's banter and let's berate and you're like you said, imagine what they're going to say about me.
Yeah.
Yuck. Asco. That's a deal breaker for me, just because I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan, not big or little. I'm not a fan of oversharers.
Yeah.
If I meet you for the first time and the first thing out your mouth is, yeah, but my friend sucks and my friend is the worst and my friend betrayed me like this and my friend, I just met you. Number one. Get back now. Number two, I don't know that person.
It goes back to like the oversharing.
It literally makes me sticky. And I become a blank slate of like nothingness and no emotions. And I'm just like, I'm super uninterested in this person and I will not pursue that friendship. Yep. But imagine what they say about you. Oh, I met Soph and she was like super uninterested. She was the worst. And she has an attitude and she has an RBF and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Again, we're never going to relate again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say to you.
If you have nothing nice to say, just don't say it.
Shut your mouth. Just
don't say it.
Cállate. Honestly, because here's the thing. It will come back.
Yeah.
And you're not going to like it. And you're going to cry.
What don't goes around comes around.
Justin Timberlake. Whatever. We're losing track. The next one on the list is a big, obvious one. It's betrayal. Yep. Fool me once. Shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me twice. Shame on you. There's not going to be a third. Yeah. That's it. We're done. I'm not a fan. I've learned. I pride myself in, at least I think I am. I'm a good judge of character. Mm-hmm. So if I know that there's danger and giant red flags and big old neon signs that say, don't go there, guess what I'm going to do? Not go there. And when it comes to betrayal, I think you slowly but surely, like I said, fool me once. All right. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
A second chance. Because again, we have to forgive, and forgiveness is like a poison to have the other person be hurt, but you're drinking it. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah. Forgiveness.
Whatever.
You have a song for everything?
Mama, I am a jukebox and I love it. Yes. So at the moment I see that stuff come out, I'll believe you the first time. And I'm going to be aware. But the second time you did it again, I forgave you the first time. We're not doing this again. That's a deal breaker for me. I think betrayal for me, because I have trust issues.
Same.
So when I do trust you and you ruin that, it is forever implanted in my brain that I cannot trust you. Mm-hmm. So betrayal to me is a deal breaker on top of poor communication. Don't tell me. I don't care. Fine. But don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Don't betray me. Don't do something that will cross that line, because I physically, my brain, and no matter how much I pray, I cannot let it go. I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
And I will think of you as a person on the planet.
Yeah.
But we as a relationship or a friendship or a ship, it's not going to happen. Just because I can't.
I was going to say the opposite. Not the opposite. But I was going to say, like you said, the first time, shame on me. I didn't see it. Whatever. Second time, that's it. At first, in my perspective, or what I was thinking was like, the first time is it. Yep. Especially like when it comes to, I'm married.
Right. Good thing. Dennis, shout out.
So
Martinez General Services. Check the links in the bio.
Yes. So I'm married, and we've had this conversation plenty of times, and not just together, but with like our friends. Like, what would happen if Dennis ever betrayed me? And by and let's be specific. When
he's gonna die.
When we're talking about betraying, we're talking about like cheating.
Cheating.
And that's a topic for another day, like about like cheating. Because to me, all of it is cheating.
I agree. Same.
Emotionally, mentally, physically, all the illies. It's all cheating to me.
Agreed.
Some people are like, no, that's not cheating. No, that's cheating to me. Yeah.
It's cheating.
I don't care.
Bye. You're done.
So like we've talked about it plenty of times.
Almost too many times. He's just like, guys, I won't do that. I would never do that. Please stop.
So like,
we'll decapitate you. We'll
all of us will be like, there's already a plan in place.
Absolutely.
Like if Dennis ever tries me,
we all got bats in the trunk. So, say less.
Here's the thing though. I think I've grown in my relationship, and again, the big word of like forgiveness, because that is a big word.
Forgiveness.
It's
more than saying sorry.
She has a song for everything.
Okay, I sang that one before. Whatever.
So, at first, I thought to myself like that's unforgivable. Like you're literally gonna die, and Mateo's gonna be like put in a foster home because
no, he comes with Dia Coco.
He's gonna be like
nobody's gonna find my prince.
An orphan because I'm gonna kill you.
What is he though? I'll go into the system.
But I've thought about it, and I thought like, okay, like if he ever does, which I pray to God he doesn't, because
pray you catch him listen,
because he knows what's good for him.
Also, he loves you and cares and doesn't.
No, I know that he doesn't
want to,
but I'm the type of person where I think all the bad things. Like right. I think of all the worst case scenarios.
Typical girl.
All the worst case scenarios, and I think about like, is he doing this? Oof. Or like, so Dennis, I'm not the type of like partner or wife where I need to keep track of where you are all the time.
Right.
We don't share locations.
Wow, that's more trusting than some people I know.
Yeah, we don't share locations because I trust that he's telling me where he's going.
That's right.
I don't have, like a secret air tag in his car. Ooh, wait,
there
is one, but it's not a secret, and it's not that I put it there. Right. He did.
Okay.
I put it on his AirPods.
Okay, bueno.
Because he loses his AirPods all the time.
Constantly. It's always a constant battle with Apple and be like, no, it's broken. No, it's lost.
Yeah, so I put it on his AirPods. And he took it off because his AirPod case broke. Okay. And he just left it in the car. Okay. So if I wanted to, I could check where he is. But it's not something that I care to do.
Right.
Whatever. But I'm not that type of person. Except I like to know when he reads my text.
Right.
To know that he's alive.
Okay.
Because
that's fair.
And when you start sending texts and they take forever to respond.
No, automatically he's dead.
Yeah. And then I start calling and they don't answer.
Yeah.
He always has his phone on silent. And he has his red receipts on just for me.
Mate vale.
Because I need to know, like, okay, I don't even care, like, okay, he's read it, he's ignoring me. No, he read it, he's alive. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Because you never know. I think worst case scenario, you never know what could happen. And my mind... bonkers. It goes crazy. So where were we? Betrayal. So we talk about it, and we talk about like, okay, the first time is it, but I think deep down inside, like if that situation ever happened, I would give him a second chance. But yeah, after the second, we're done. You're dead, and I'm going to jail.
You're a better woman than I am. Do it again. I dare you. I got hot sauce in my bag. Listen, that's the wrong one. Betrayal, a deal breaker. In some cases, maybe you'll forgive him, but depends on the betrayal. Whatever. Yeah, I have trust issues.
Same. Next on our list is lack of honesty. So I think this is something that irks us both. I think you more than me because you get the worst end of it most times. But we experience where the lack of honesty, and not like because you're lying, but like, why can't you say the whole truth?
Always.
Like, if you're going out, why are you hiding the fact that you're going out with your friends to have dinner, or going out with your friends to a bar, or going out on a date?
Right.
What are you hiding that you can't say the whole truth, and you're just gonna be like, well, I need to go pick up something at Walgreens, and you take 5 hours at Walgreens,
right,
and don't come back.
I agree. That, I think, to me it's a deal breaker, because it's almost like a how do you call that, a pathological thing. You just do it without noticing.
Yeah.
Okay, but why didn't you tell me you were going to go to Walgreens? I needed something from Walgreens.
Yeah.
But I told you I went out. Okay. But why wouldn't you just tell me, hey, I'm going to Walgreens. Yeah. Do you need something? What is the problem? Again, it might be an insecurity thing. It might be like, I don't want people knowing my business thing. Okay, I don't want to know your business, but be honest. Yeah. Because number one, should something happen, right, and I don't know where you are, wait. I don't share locations with people. Yeah. Again, trust issues. That's weird. But it's one of those things like, hey, I made it home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That took you 65 minutes. Are you okay? No, yeah, just set up patch of traffic.
Or you leave out like little details of like, what? That's a good question. I don't know why people do that. Like, I don't have anything to hide me.
I used to be that way, though.
Yes, you were.
You agreed very fast, and I don't appreciate it putting me out there like that. So you're welcome. I put myself out
you're
there.
You're someone like you don't want people to know your business.
I don't,
which is fine in the sense if like you can just say like, I'm going to Alex's house to watch a movie, instead of saying like, no, I'm going. Me voy. Bye.
That's what I do with your parents all the time. Me voy, bye. ¿Para dónde va? A hacer droga con mis amigos. Bye. Pótete bien. Never. So he's like, pótete bien. I go, so I like to reassure your dad, and I'll be like, Dad, if you don't get a call from the police, I'm fine. Yeah. Okay? I'm fine. Thank God for that. So because I also often forget to be like, oh snap, I did mean to text you that I was already leaving that one thing. I'm also a terrible texter. I'm a terrible
You're a terrible digital communicator.
I like that. I thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take it. I'm a terrible communicator. Check out our merch later. But I used to be that person. I used to be the one with the lack of honesty. I remember this one time. I'll put myself out there, whatever. It was one time that your parents were out of town. They were in another country on a mission trip. Again, they're pastors and they do this stuff. So Dr. Sin was staying with us, right? Because we were too little and we were babies.
But it got to a point where we weren't little. We just wanted her to come over.
I was like, my parents are gonna come over.
Yeah.
Right. And I was in my rebellious stage of life, and I've said in previous episodes, I was a lone wolf for a little bit. Yeah. And I was not friends with you or Dr. Sin, and it was just like whatever moment for me. And I was gonna go meet with my friend at Walmart. Mm-hmm. So I had told you or something. I told you guys, I'm like, I'm gonna go to Walmart to go buy socks. I did not need to go to Walmart to go buy socks, because I just needed to get out of the house, and I was annoyed by you too, and I just wanted to leave.
Just annoyed by our existence. Like, we didn't do nothing.
Of course they didn't. They didn't do anything, and I was just annoyed. I was, again, a rebellious teenager. Leave me alone. So then I left and I went to the Walmart because I knew whatever, my friend was there. We met up and we were there for, how long was I there? God knows.
I don't know.
Forever.
I don't remember the story.
Forever. I was there for forever, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to head back home. And I, got into my car, my little hoopty doopty, and I got in the car, and I thought I knew my way home. And I didn't.
GPS did not exist back then.
I had the Google Maps on my BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
Shout out to BlackBerry. I know you're dead, but I love you. BlackBerry. And so Google Maps was just starting, and
how'd you get to Walmart?
So I knew my way to Walmart because it was the one on 49th Street, the big super Walmart. And I'm just like, perfect. Go to 49th Street, turn left, and go straight. I'm going to eventually know where I am. Perfect. And I got there. So, but on the way out, I went through the Okeechobee part. And I never, still to this day, I refuse to go to Okeechobee unless I put my maps on. Because I missed the turn to east, to the 4th, to the 9th.
Oh, okay.
I missed it. I was just like, I know exactly where I'm going. It's under the bridge, of course. Yeah, there's like 4 bridges. I was just like, is it this one? No, keep going. No, is it this one? Keep going. And I think like it was in a moment I was listening to music and I completely missed it. And by this time, I'm by like Pink Pussycat. And I was just like, I don't know how to get home. I was just like, I'm going to figure this out. Just do a U-turn. Pop a U-turn. I couldn't make a U-turn anywhere because it wasn't allowed or whatever. So I'm a rule follower. So I didn't do the illegal U-turn. And I kept going. I was just like, I'm gonna find my way. Obviously, it's going to be over there. Maybe I haven't passed it yet.
Yeah.
And I kept going. And eventually I want to say in Brownsville. No. Where was I? Little Havana, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know where I was.
This is starting to come back to
And because of my lack of honesty,
yeah,
I had to swallow my pride and call you and Sin.
Yeah.
And be like,
I remember now.
I'm lost. I don't know where I am. I am at a gas station. Because I pulled over. I was just like, and if I run out of gas and I don't know how to get home and I don't have enough to get home.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think I was going to go like 15 miles away from the house. You know, like it wasn't even a thought process. So because of that lack of honesty, I had to swallow my pride and I had to call Sin and I was just like, I'm lost and I don't know how to get home. And my maps is not working. So she's just like, what? What do you mean? And I was just like, I don't know how to get home, so you're going to have to guide me because I don't know how to get there. She's like, okay, where are you? I'm going to put it into MapQuest. MapQuest. So y'all were at home.
On the computer.
What are the streets around you? So 137 Avenue with, and she's like, what's the street? And I was just like, I don't know. She's like, move your car from the gas station. Lock your doors and do not get out. She's like, okay. So at some point I drove and I was just like, second. She's like, okay, hold on, give me a second. And I hear the typing. I was just like, hurry up, the light's gonna turn green and I really don't want to stop in this red light. So then she was just like, okay, make a left here. Whoop. And then when you get to this one street, you're gonna make a right. Bloop. And then when you get over here, just keep on going straight until you see the street. And my booty got home. I got home. And that was just like, good night.
How's she mad at us because she got lost?
It's like, where were you? I was at Walmart. I thought I knew the exit, the turn, and I didn't. So if you didn't see it because you're listening, I rolled my eyes. I didn't know the exit. Okay, so whatever. Thanks for getting me home. I'm gonna go sleep. Good night. Did you get your socks? I forgot my socks. Bye.
She forgets the socks.
So the lack of honesty. What for? You look like an idiot.
Yep.
I sure did. Next on our list is the backup friend. And what I meant by that was, oh, nobody else can hang out, so now you want to hang out? Oof. I'm busy.
Did you bring this up on the list because Dennis told it to you the other day?
No. See, not even. But once I put it, I was just like, oh, this idiot's going to think it was him.
Yeah.
Dummy. No, that's not it. So that's why.
Don't go anywhere.
Right. Okay. So fine. So don't call yourselves the backup friend. You're not. Yes. So the backup friend. So it turns out we don't hang out and all of a sudden you want to hang out because nobody else is available.
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
It's just annoying.
I'm nobody's second choice.
Yeah. Why can't we be first?
Right.
We're good enough to be first.
Absolutely. Are you venting to me?
Right? No. Oh, because I'm just saying, like, I don't think that I've ever considered anyone second thoughts or people consider me second thoughts.
Right.
Honestly. Like our friend group is so small. Like it's literally like the same ones. Yeah. We go everywhere. We invite each other almost everywhere.
Right.
So I don't know that applies for me right now.
Right. Same.
Not but anymore. I know that there is, like, it happened to us the other day. I'm going to bring it up just because we're going to talk about it.
Fine. Whatever. But that wasn't the case. I'll defend myself.
She'll defend herself. So we were, where were we at? Sectional?
Yeah.
We were finishing sectional service. It was late. We were still at church. We were cleaning up. And then because Alex and Chris were leaving to Disney on a family trip, you told Dennis and you're like, so what are we having for lunch on Sunday, Anna? Because, Alex and Chris are leaving. So then Dennis says, wow, so we're your second thought? And she's like, no, that's not what I meant.
Ustedes nunca invitan, so I figured
we don't go anywhere.
Okay, but every Sunday I do.
Yeah, the problem is, you know why I don't wait for you guys? It's because you guys take forever to finish at church.
Sunday is a work day for me, so I totally have to finish at some point. It's just not right after everybody.
I'm hungry. I can't wait for you.
I mean, samesies, but like at some point I gotta wait. I gotta set things up for the next day. You know, it's.
I mean, totally it's a work day. So sometimes I can wait for you, but I can't wait for you all the time.
And that's understandable. That's why I don't ask you to wait. Luckily, the other two are okay with waiting, and they have things to do as well. So you also have Matthew.
Yes, and Matthew needs a nap around that time.
That's very true. He gets real cranky if he doesn't have a nap. But yes, the backup friend. That's a deal breaker for me.
I could be if I experience it. I haven't yet, so now you know.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No. So next on our list is one-sided. By one-sided, here's the thing. Soph and I don't necessarily know like where we got this from, but Soph and I are big givers.
True.
And not just like gifts, because we like to give big gifts as well.
That's right. We're big givers like that. We're generous people.
We're very generous people. Like we like to invite our friends out to lunch or dinner or whatever. Like, oh, I'll pay you back. No, don't worry about it. Don't care. Whatever. Or like their birthdays or Christmas comes around, and
do not invite me on your list because I will.
We blow checks.
Absolutely.
Like we're big givers when it comes to like, you know, like gifts or, you know, generosity, but we're also like big givers, I think, in general, in all aspects of our like relationships. Like when we're gonna give in a relationship, we give 100%.
Sure. Something we pride ourselves in is that is something, you know, if we give ourselves if we open the doors to you,
yeah,
you get the doors wide open.
Yeah.
You know, that's
like the thing is that the people that are the closest to us matter a lot.
It's true. Because of the trust issues that we have, or like past experiences, past traumas, we've learned a lot. Better. We've grown a lot. So the people who are like our closest ones, like we care for a lot, and we give as much as we can. And sometimes I don't think it's ever happened. But like, for example, you know, like if one of our friends has made a comment like, sorry, I forgot to text you, or forgot to like, oh, it's okay. Like we don't take those things like seriously. Yeah.
I think, or like we forgot to hang out today, or like if we haven't seen each other this week, or like, obviously that matters, but it isn't a deal breaker.
You're right. That part's not a deal breaker.
That part is not. But we're big givers. So I don't know. I don't expect that in return,
right?
Because everyone is different. But I don't expect it to be just one-sided, where I'm giving, and you don't give anything at all back.
Right. I think that's it. Kind of ties into that whole the first one or the third one that we did, which was the attention seeking, and like you only give a little bit. I think they kind of play into each other, which is the one-sidedness of the whole relationship, which is I'm going to give and give and give. And not only monetarily and not only gift wise and not only, you know, but if I'm the only one planning things, if I'm the only one setting things up, if I'm the only one, you know, making sure that this relationship or this friendship is afloat, and you're just like,
if I'm the only one putting effort,
that's what I think of when I think of one-sided friendships or one-sided relationships.
Yeah.
It's the lack of interest on their part. It's the lack of care. It's the lack of input. It's the lack of, I'm not giving 100% for both of us. Yeah. Chill out. You got to meet me halfway, because like we said before, relationship is a two-way street. It's a two ways. So,
and it's given the same energy too. Like if I'm trying to, like, I don't know, go for something, go for a job, you know, like I expect you to have the same energy that I would give to you.
Should you
be in like the same situation, or
Absolutely.
Like, you know, I'm going to use this example, and I don't think that Sin cares. And if you do Sin, just let us know. We'll
cut it out.
We'll cut it out. But Sin and us, we don't go to the same church anymore.
Right.
And that's okay. She's at her church. We're at our church. But that doesn't change things in our relationship and our friendship.
Not at all.
We still, on both sides, try and make the time and put in the effort to continue on nourishing our relationship and our friendship.
Because we care.
Because we care. And it matters. And I think, I'm sure that you probably like think about it now, like, oh, you know, like I wasn't friends with Sin back then.
That's true.
But if you think about it now, like Sin is someone you want to be friends with.
Absolutely. She's a great friend. She's a great human. So of course I want that around me.
Right. So like those type of relationships and those type of friendships that you care so much about, like we're giving 100%. And again, I don't expect Sin has a lot of stuff going on, and it's not that like I'm like, well, where's my text, you know, checking in on me.
Yeah,
I don't expect that.
No, but because she matches that in another way.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm the same way with Alex. Alex is really, really busy with work. All day, every day, all the time. And it's a very, I guess, a taxing job, which is a lot of mental stimulation. And she has to work with numbers and peoples and names and blah, blah, blah. She works in HR. So that's as far as I'm going to go with. But she works in HR. So she has a lot of logistical things. So she's constantly busy looking at 2 screens, blah, 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 blah. But she'll have me on FaceTime.
Yeah.
We're both on mute. I'm watching my TV shows. I'm doing my thing over here. And she'll be working and having meetings and Zooms and all these things. But there it is.
Yeah.
Because that's how she'll show me how she's still interested. And she'll put in the effort. Like, I cannot talk, but we're here, friend. Yeah. I'm here. And should I need her for something, I can always like flag her down and be like, I'll call you later. I got to call my mom. Or I'll call you later. I got to do this. Or I'll call you later. You're on Zoom. Or hey, my phone is dying. I'll let you know. You know, it's one of those things where it's not one-sided. Yeah. And those are good examples of like people who are not one-sided.
Yeah, because you make up in a different way.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like we get random texts from Sin saying love you.
Love you. Love you.
And that is enough.
That's
like,
enough. More than
I don't need a whole text of her like checking in and how's this and how's that, or like like that is enough. Like I know that she's thinking of me.
Same.
That's it.
Same. And I imagine it's the same with you and Dennis in your relationship.
Absolutely. You know? I was actually just thinking about that, and that not just the same in our relationship as a couple, but the same in our roles as parents.
Right.
Parents can't be one-sided.
No.
There can't be a parent and a helper. Oof. To the parent.
Then for what? Be here for what? What are you here for?
Children have 2 parents. You are co-parents. You're both doing the work. No. Like it isn't like I've heard people like make comments like, "Oh, he helped with this," or "She helped with this," and it's like, why is the phrase or the term being used help? Like, why don't they just do it?
That's your job. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, like you're both parents.
That's true.
Obviously, there's certain things that, like, for example, guys can do when it comes to like babies. You can't breastfeed them and all that stuff.
But like minor things, but you can do you can feed them a bottle. You can get up in the middle of the night.
Absolutely. Like in all types of relationships or like partnerships, it has to be 2-sided.
I agree wholeheartedly. Anyway, and the so moving on, last one is insensitive or insensitivity. We all have that one friend who's just not in touch with the world or doesn't know how to read the room and is just very insensitive when it comes to language or when it comes to jokes or when it comes to a lot of things or verbiage, let's just say. Some people can be insensitive about certain things. Like, I don't know, if you're going through it and they make a joke, that's insensitive. Yeah. Or if you've gone through something and they bring it up nonstop, that's insensitive. Yeah. I think that is a deal breaker just because, again, what do you win by bullying me? Yeah. And I understand the term bully people, or hurt people. Figure it out who hurt you and fix it and then come at me, because what I'm not going to do is sit here and let you be insensitive about my feelings or what I deem to be true. You know, don't gaslight me, because that's not what we're going to, that's a deal breaker as well. Man, why didn't we write gaslighting?
I don't know.
Oof, my bad. But what do you win? What do you get from that? Being insensitive and just being downright clueless to the room.
Yeah. That being insensitive to one's feelings, that's a big thing for me. Like, my feelings matter. My feelings are valid. The situations that I'm dealing with, or like, again, I think with everyone, a lot of people deal with anxiety. There's some people where their anxiety is a little worse than others.
Yeah, that's true.
But like for me, in my head, like my head is spinning. All the thoughts are coming into my head and I'm feeling a type of way. So it's, at least in my relationship with my marriage, at the very beginning, I said it, like if I'm dealing with this and I'm feeling this type of way, please acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And respect it and make me feel valid. Like my feelings need to be made valid because they're important. What I'm going through is important.
Absolutely.
And I want you there to help me fix it. Yeah. Not to make it worse. Yeah. Not to be insensitive to it. But it's the same thing like with a friendship. Like if you're dealing with a certain situation and you're feeling some type of way, if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling sad, whatever, and you want to talk to your friend about it, you want your friend to help fix that situation, not deem your feelings are like, stop being dramatic, déjate de eso, or like get over it, like this too shall pass. It will pass,
but don't tell me that right now. Just be there, let me sit in my feelings. My God. I agree. I think that's a deal breaker just because it, like you said, it's one of those things that you would think it was like common sense, like
I feel like it should be common sense.
Mama, a lot of things should be common sense, but they're really not. I think common sense is the most uncommon sense of all.
Yeah.
It's because people don't have it. People just don't get it. People are not aware. I think that all of these come with a little bit of self-awareness. And if you have it, God bless. If you don't, find it on Amazon because we need it 24/7. Replenish that.
Find it on Amazon.
But it's one of those things that's you're right. If you're not going to validate my feelings, if you're not going to acknowledge me, what are we doing this for? Deal breaker. Bye. Because if it's all becomes about you and like, you'll be fine. Just put on your big girl panties and you'll be fine. Yeah. Wait a minute. No, let me sit. No. And that's something that I've had to learn throughout the years, just because, again, I'm not an emotional person. I do not like vulnerability. I am not that person. I will not be forthright about what I'm feeling at the moment. I'll then deal with them later. But I'm learning in a sense that feelings are meant to be felt. Yeah. I am feeling this way, and that's okay. Yeah. I will get over it. I will feel some type of way for a little bit, and it's a dark place or whatever, but I'm going to feel it. I'm going to just get through it, And like I said in previous episodes, I rely heavy on my faith just because if I do let myself get into that dark place and I stay there, I'm done. Yeah. But luckily, you surround yourself with people who are sensitive to you and sensitive to like, what do we need? What do we need? Yeah. What are we doing? How can I help you? Those are the type of questions that you should ask your friends and or partners and stuff like that on how do you help me? Yeah. Don't just be like, let's get over it and let's move on. Yeah. No.
That doesn't fix the issue. That's just putting a Band-Aid over it.
Agreed. It's like a big old gash. We're like, no, it's just spewing blood. Let's put a Band-Aid stuck on.
A song for everything.
Yeah. This is going to be a singing episode. You're welcome. But yeah, I think insensitivity is a deal breaker for me.
I mean, same. Again, like I said before, like I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, she is.
And I feel all the things. And sometimes I feel all the things for everybody else. Right. At the same time.
We love an empath.
Yeah. Like I feel all of it. Yeah. And it's okay. Like you're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. But like you said, relying on our faith and relying on God, who's the only person who can give us strength, the only person who can give us peace, the only person who can get us out of whatever situation that we're dealing with or whatever it is that we're feeling is him. So at the end of the day, like whatever happens, I tried my best to remind myself that he's in control and he's going to take care of it. Amen. It's not in my hands, it's in his.
I agree. Amen.
Amen.
And that is our list of deal breakers. So if you have some deal breakers of your own for friendships, relationships, all of the ships, with a P. Go ahead and comment them down below, and maybe we can refer back to them when we record our next episode. But while you're at it, go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications to make sure that you never miss an episode. And if you are listening, go ahead and rate us and follow us.
And stay tuned for next episode. It's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one. It's not going to be so emotional, guys. Ugh.
I know. This episode was a little bit more serious, I guess. We threw a little bit of funny in there, but still.
Right. It's a little too emotional for me. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.